My wife said she and my stepson would spend the holidays with her ex. He deserves time with his real family, she added. I didn't argue. I quietly accepted a transfer I'd been declining for years. 3 days later, she called me crying when she realized what that decision triggered. I'm 34, and I've been married for 5 years. My wife has an 11-year-old son from her previous marriage. I've been in his life since he was 6, and honestly, I love that kid. I've been to every parent-teacher conference, every soccer practice, every birthday party. I helped him learn to ride a bike. I've been the one checking his homework every night for the past 5 years. I thought I was his dad in every way that mattered. My wife divorced her ex when their son was 4. The guy was unreliable, she told me. Forgot child support payments, canceled visitation weekends, showed up late or not at all. When we started dating, she said she was relieved her son would finally have a stable father figure. I took that role seriously. Maybe too seriously. Things were good for the first few years. We bought a house together. Well, I bought it. It's in my name. And created what I thought was a solid family unit. I never differentiated between stepson and son in my head. He was just my kid. I paid for his sports leagues, his school trips, his summer camps. Never asked for reimbursement, never kept score. That's what family does. About 8 months ago, her ex started making an effort. Suddenly he was showing up for pickups on time, started attending soccer games, began taking his son every other weekend like the custody agreement stated. My wife was thrilled. It's so good for him to have his father involved, she'd say. I agreed. I didn't want to be the territorial stepdad. The kid deserved to know his biological father. But things started shifting in ways I didn't expect. She'd spend longer and longer talking to her ex during handoffs. What used to be a quick exchange in the driveway turned into 20-minute conversations, then 30. She started dressing nicer on those days, started laughing at things he'd say, started bringing him up in random conversations. Oh, his father suggested we try that new pizza place. His father thinks we should consider private school. His father and I agreed that he needs more structure. His father. Always his father. Never my ex anymore. Like the title meant something now. I tried not to read into it, told myself I was being insecure. They were co-parenting. This was healthy. This was good. Then came the holidays conversation. We were sitting at the kitchen table 3 weeks ago, going over our usual holiday plans. My parents expected us the week between the holidays like every year. We'd done this routine since we got married. My mom already had the guest room ready. My wife put down her coffee mug and said, I need to talk to you about the holidays. Sure, what's up? I've been thinking. His father really wants him there this year, like really wants to do the full holiday experience with him. And I think I should be there too. I stopped scrolling on my phone. What do you mean, be there? His father got a bigger place. He's really set up for it now. He wants to do the whole thing. Tree, presents, cooking together. And I think our son should experience that. Have both his parents there. Both his parents. Yeah, me and his father. And me? She hesitated. Well, you can still go to your parents' place. Your family would love to see you. Without you. It's just for the holidays. 10 days, maybe. You want to spend 10 days with your ex-husband. With my son. At his father's house. So he can have time with his real family. There it was. Real family. I set my phone down slowly. His real family. You know what I mean. No, explain it to me. What do you mean by real family? She sighed like I was being difficult. His biological family. His father and me. The people who made him. And what am I? You're my husband. You're important. But this is different. This is about him having that connection to both his biological parents. Surely you can understand that. I understood perfectly. I just wasn't part of the equation. So I'm not real family. That's not what I'm saying. It's exactly what you're saying. Don't twist my words. I'm trying to do what's best for my son. What's best is spending the holidays away from your husband with your ex. It's not like that, and you know it. I stood up from the table. Okay. Okay? Yeah, okay. Do what you think is best. She looked surprised that I wasn't arguing. Really? You're fine with this? I didn't say I was fine with it. I said do what you think is best. I appreciate you being understanding. I nodded and walked to my home office, closed the door, sat at my desk and stared at the wall for a solid 10 minutes. Then I opened my email and scrolled to a folder I'd labeled Future Opportunities. Inside were 3 years' worth of emails from my company's corporate office. The same opportunity, offered every year, turned down every year. Regional director position, different state, significant raise, leadership team, relocation package. Everything I'd been working toward. Everything I'd been turning down because of my family. My real family, apparently not so real. I hit reply on the most recent email from 2 months ago. Is this position still available? My circumstances have changed. I'd like to discuss details. The response came within an hour. Absolutely. Can we schedule a call tomorrow? I scheduled the call. Update 1: I didn't tell my wife about the email. Didn't mention the call the next day. Didn't say anything when I spent 2 hours on a video conference with corporate going over details, salary negotiations, start dates, relocation assistance. The offer was incredible. 30% salary increase, full relocation package including temporary housing, moving assistance. They wanted me there by the 2nd week of January, 6 weeks away. I asked for the offer in writing. They sent it same day. I signed it the next morning and sent it back. My wife was in the living room wrapping presents when I came out of my office. Hey, can we talk? I said. Sure, what's up? I accepted that transfer, the one I've been turning down. I start in January. She dropped the tape dispenser. What? The regional director position. I've been offered it for 3 years. I finally accepted. When did you decide this? When you told me I'm not real family. I never said that. You said he deserves time with his real family, you and his father, that's what you said. You're taking this out of context. Am I? Because it seemed pretty clear. You're spending the holidays with your ex because I don't count as real family. So I made a decision that reflects that reality. You're moving? Where? I told her the state. She went pale. That's halfway across the country. Yep. What about us? What about our life here? What about it? You're spending the holidays with your ex. You've made it clear where your priorities are. That's for my son. Who isn't my real son, apparently, since you need to go give him time with his real family. Stop saying that. You said it first. She started crying. You're being spiteful. You're punishing me for trying to do right by my child. I'm not punishing anyone. I'm taking a job I should have taken 3 years ago. A job I turned down because I thought I had a family here worth staying for. You do have a family. Do I? Because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like I'm the bank and the homework helper and the backup parent. But when it actually matters, when it's holidays and real family time, I'm not part of that equation. She was full-on sobbing now. I can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe you're surprised. I walked out of the room, went back to my office, started researching neighborhoods in my new city. Update 2. The next few days were tense. She'd try to start conversations about the move, about us, about what this meant. I'd give short answers and go back to whatever I was doing. I wasn't trying to be cruel. I just didn't have anything else to say. She left for her ex's place 2 days later. Took her son with her. They were supposed to be gone for 10 days, through the holidays. Before she left, she stood in the doorway with her suitcase. Are you really not going to fight for this? Fight for what? For us. For our marriage. You're leaving me to spend the holidays with your ex. What exactly am I supposed to fight for? I'm not leaving you. I'm giving my son time with his father. Semantics. It's not semantics, it's reality. You're right. It is reality. Your reality is that I don't matter enough to include in holiday plans. My reality is that I'm done putting my life on hold for people who don't consider me real family. She started crying again. I never meant to hurt you. But you did. And you're still leaving, so that tells me everything I need to know. She left. I watched her car pull away with her son waving at me from the back seat. That part hurt. The kid didn't do anything wrong. He was just caught in the middle of adult dysfunction. I spent that afternoon calling a real estate agent. The house was in my name. I'd bought it 2 years before we got married. I told the agent I needed to sell fast. She said in this market, wouldn't be a problem. Sign went up the next day. I spent the first evening alone, packing non-essential items, books, decorations, things I wouldn't need in the next month. It felt cathartic, actually. Every box was a step closer to a fresh start. My phone buzzed around 9 p.m. Text from my wife. We made it. He's so happy to be here. I didn't respond. Another text 10 minutes later. His father set up the whole guest room for us. It's really nice. I turned my phone face down. The next day, I took the day off work and went apartment hunting online for my new city. Found a nice 2-bedroom place. Security deposit paid same day. First month's rent handled. Move-in date, January 10th. Everything was falling into place. Day 3 of her being gone, she called me. I answered. Hey, she said. Her voice was weird. Off. How are you? Fine. Busy. Busy with what? Packing. Organizing the move. Silence. Then, you're really doing this. I told you I was. I thought you might change your mind. Why would I change my mind? Because we're married. Because you love me. Because this is our life. You're at your ex's house right now. You tell me whose life this is. That's not fair. It's completely fair. You made a choice. I'm making mine. More silence. Then she said something that made my stomach turn. He's been really great, you know. Really attentive. Really present. Who? His father. He's been so good with our son. And with me. He's different than he used to be. Good for him. I'm just saying, maybe I was too hard on him before. Maybe he's grown up. Are you telling me you're getting back together with him? No. I don't know. I'm confused. Being here, seeing him like this, it's bringing up feelings I thought I dealt with. Feelings. Yeah. So you're having feelings for your ex while staying at his house during the holidays you chose over spending with me. It's not like I'm trying to have feelings. They're just there. And you're telling me this why? Because I don't want to lie to you. I want to be honest about what I'm experiencing. How considerate. Don't be like that. How should I be? You're literally calling me from your ex's house to tell me you might still have feelings for him. I just think I need time to figure things out. Take all the time you need. I'll be in a different state. I hung up. She called back immediately. I declined. She called 3 more times. I turned my phone off. Update 3. I turned my phone back on the next morning. 22 missed calls, 37 text messages. The messages were a roller coaster. Please pick up. I didn't mean it like that. You're overreacting. I just needed to be honest with you. Why aren't you answering? This is childish. I'm your wife. You owe me a conversation. The house is listed? Are you serious? That last one caught my attention. She'd seen the listing. Of course she had. Her name was on alerts for the neighborhood. I texted back. Yes, it's my house. I'm selling it. Where am I supposed to live? Figure it out. Maybe your ex has room. My phone rang instantly. I answered. You can't kick me out. I'm not kicking you out. I'm selling my house and moving for work. You're welcome to find your own place. This is my home. It's my house. My name on the deed. I bought it before we got married. That's not how marriage works. Apparently, marriage doesn't work at all, based on where you are right now. I can't afford a place on my own. You should have thought of that before telling me I'm not real family. I never said that. You said your son deserves time with his real family. You and his father, not me. Those were your exact words. Silence. I didn't mean... Yes, you did. And now you're dealing with the consequences. You're being vindictive. I'm being practical. I'm moving for work. I'm selling my house. You're an adult. You'll figure it out. What about us? What about us? You're at your ex's house having feelings for him. Seems like you've already made your choice. I said I was confused. I didn't say I was leaving you. You didn't have to say it. You're living it right now. She started crying. Please don't do this. I made a mistake coming here. I see that now. What mistake? Spending the holidays with your real family? Or realizing you still have feelings for your ex? Both. Neither. I don't know. I'm confused and scared and I don't know what to do. Here's what you do. You finish your holiday with your ex and your son. You figure out what you actually want. And when I move in January, you decide if you're coming with me or staying here. You want me to move across the country? I want you to decide what you actually want. If it's me, you'll come. If it's him, you'll stay. That's not fair. My son's school is here. His friends. His father. His real family, you mean? Stop saying that. Answer the question. Are you coming with me or not? Silence. Long silence, then. I can't leave my son. That's not what I asked. It's the same thing. If I go with you, I'm leaving my son here. So you're choosing him over me. I'm choosing to be a mother. And I'm choosing to be somewhere I'm valued. Guess we both made our choices. I hung up again. This time, I didn't turn my phone off. I wanted to see what would happen. Wanted to see if she'd blow up my phone, if she'd beg, if she'd get angry. She did all three. Update 4. Over the next 3 days, I got a masterclass in manipulation. The texts cycled through every emotion. Anger. You're destroying our family. Guilt. How can you do this to a child who loves you? Bargaining. What if we did long distance for a year? Fear. I can't do this alone. I responded to none of them. The house got an offer. Full asking price, cash buyer, quick close. I accepted. 4 days before the holiday, my phone rang. Unknown number. I answered. Hello? This is her ex. We need to talk. I almost laughed. Do we? Yeah. You're upsetting her. She's been crying for days. It's affecting my son. Your son? Yeah, my son. The one I've been raising for 5 years while you were nowhere to be found? I'm here now. Congratulations. You get to deal with the fallout then. Look, man, I don't want drama, but she's here. She's a mess, and you're making it worse. I'm not making anything worse. I'm moving for work. That's it. She says you're abandoning her. She abandoned me first. She just didn't realize I wouldn't wait around. That's cold. That's reality. She made her choices. I made mine. What am I supposed to do with her? That's not my problem. You wanted time with your real family. You got it. Good luck. I hung up on him too. Later that night, my wife came home, without warning, without calling first. I was in my office packing books when I heard the front door open. She walked into the office. Her eyes were red, face puffy. She'd been crying a lot. We need to talk. So talk. I left. I came home. I'm choosing you. I stopped packing. Why? Because I love you. Because I made a mistake. Because I don't want to lose you. Is your son here? No. He's still with his father. So you left your son to come back to me. Temporarily, just so we could talk. And after we talk, you go back to him? I don't know. I guess we figure that out. Here's what I figure. You didn't choose me. You chose to hedge your bets. You're here to convince me not to leave so you don't have to make a real choice. That's not true. Isn't it? If you really chose me, your son would be here. You'd have packed your stuff and left for good, but you didn't. You left him there and came here to negotiate. She started crying again. I can't just take him away from his father right before the holidays. But you can leave your husband right before the holidays. I didn't leave you. I came back. After 4 days of having feelings for your ex, after telling me you were confused, after your ex called to tell me I was upsetting you, you came back because it didn't work out the way you hoped over there. I didn't. Tell me the truth. Did something happen with him? She looked at the floor. Tell me the truth. He kissed me. My stomach dropped. When? 2 days ago. I pulled away. I told him I was married, but he kissed me. And then what? And then nothing. I told him it was inappropriate. He apologized, said he got caught up in the moment. And you stayed there 2 more days after that. I didn't know what to do. I needed to think. You needed to think about whether you wanted to be with him. No. I needed to think about what was best for my son. Stop hiding behind your son. This isn't about him. This is about you wanting your ex back and being too scared to admit it. She flinched like I'd hit her. That's not fair. None of this is fair, but it's honest. You went there hoping to rekindle something. You tested the waters, and when he kissed you, you didn't immediately leave. You stayed for 2 more days, while telling me you were confused. I was confused. You're still confused. That's why you're here. You're not choosing me. You're trying to figure out which option is safer. Please, I love you. I want to fix this. Then come with me. In January. Pack your stuff, enroll your son in school in the new state, and come with me. I can't do that. Then we're done. But, no buts. That's the option. Come with me, fully committed, or we're done. What about custody? What about his father? Figure it out. People move for work all the time. You adjust custody arrangements. You make it work. If you want to make it work. She stood there, tears streaming down her face, and said nothing. I went back to packing books. After 5 minutes of silence, she left. Update 5. She went back to her ex's place that night, texted me when she got there. I need more time to think. I texted back. Take all the time you need. My move date is January 10th. Decide before then. The holidays came and went. I spent them alone, ordered takeout, watched movies. It was quiet, peaceful actually. My family called, confused about why I wasn't there. I gave them the short version, work transfer, marital issues, figuring things out. They were supportive, told me they'd be there if I needed them. My wife texted on the holiday itself. Merry Christmas. I miss you. I didn't respond. 2 days after the holiday, she called. I answered. I need to tell you something. I'm listening. I'm staying here, with my son, near his father. Okay? Okay? That's it? What do you want me to say? I don't know. Fight for me. Tell me you'll stay. Something. I'm not staying. You're not coming. That's the end of it. So we're getting divorced? Looks like it. She started crying. I can't believe this is how it ends. You decided how it ends when you chose his real family over me. I hate that phrase. You said it. I know. And I'll regret it for the rest of my life. Probably. But you'll regret it near your ex and your son, so at least you'll have company. That's mean. It's honest. Silence. Then, what do I tell him? Your stepson? He keeps asking about you. That hurt. That actually hurt. Tell him the truth. Tell him I had to move for work. Tell him I'll always care about him. Tell him whatever you need to tell him. He loves you. I love him too, but I can't stay in a marriage where I'm not valued just because I love him. I valued you. No, you didn't. If you did, we wouldn't be having this conversation. She was quiet for a long time. Then, I'm sorry, for all of it. I know, me too. We hung up. Final update. It's been 2 months since I moved. I'm settled into my new apartment, thriving in my new position, and building a life that's entirely mine. The divorce papers were filed 3 weeks ago. She didn't contest anything. The house sale went through. I kept the proceeds. It was my house. Bought before marriage, legally mine. She moved in with her ex. They're not officially together according to mutual friends, but they're co-parenting closely, whatever that means. My stepson sent me a letter last week. His mom must have helped him, but the words felt genuine. He said he missed me, said he didn't understand why I left, said he hoped I was happy. I wrote back, told him I missed him too. Told him sometimes adults make decisions that are hard to explain. Told him to focus on school and soccer and being a kid. Told him I'd always be proud of him. I don't know if I'll see him again. Probably not. That's the hardest part of all this. I didn't just lose a wife. I lost a kid I'd raised for 5 years. But I couldn't stay. Not after being told I wasn't real family. Not after being left behind for holidays. Not after watching my wife have feelings for her ex while expecting me to wait patiently. People ask if I regret it. The move, the divorce, all of it. The answer is complicated. I regret how it ended. I regret the pain caused. I regret losing that kid. But I don't regret choosing myself. For once in that relationship, I put my needs first. I stopped being the person who accommodated everything. I stopped waiting to be chosen. She called me crying when she realized what my decision triggered. The move, the divorce, the end of everything. She thought I'd wait, thought I'd fight, thought I'd stay while she figured out her feelings. I didn't.